to come here on the road and at least steal one. You know, we gave up the first game, so that's very painful.
Everything, they beat us to the punch, they out-physicaled us, they out-toughed us, they out-hustled us, and it's just not really our style.
Yo, what's up small fans, and welcome back to the vlog. Game 2 IBL Finals between Bogor Hornbills lawan Pelita Jaya basketball. Something different today. We got the Meta AI glasses from Club. Jadi hari ini kita akan coba ya lihat POV dari gue. Nanti kita lihat di accountnya Couple. Shout out to Couple for collabing with me. But today of course saya mau lihat sih bagaimana respon mungkin dari Bogor Hornbills setelah kalah menyiksakan. Dan selain itu pasti kita pengen lihat juga bagaimana Pelita Jaya mungkin ingin tampil lebih meyakinkan in game 2. So I'm here man, we just here for fun man. Kita akan lihat bagaimana intensitinya hari ini. But once again thank you so much guys for always supporting. Thank you so much for watching the vlog. Jangan lupa nonton the vlog secara full ya guys. Really appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the vlog guys.
Yeah, obviously very tough loss in game 1. Just how did you keep the morale, you know, the vibes, you know, everything good in the last maybe 24 hours?
You said it was a tough loss for us because we control the game maybe 35 minutes. We bring the game in the momentum that we won with 2 minutes left, winning by 9-8 points. But yeah, we've been in this situation before. We've been with Kesatria solo in the first game. We got a loss by 2-1 points. And the second game against Kesatria solo, we were losing by 20 points and we come back and we won the series. For us it's 0-0. The players are excited, they are motivated. They want to play this game and we want to win.
Last game, Firdan fouled out. Caleb fouled out. I think Eric got fouled out.
Eric got fouled out.
Are you okay though still to maintain the level of the physicality?
It's the only way that we can compete with them. We have to put the same level of physicality. I think that today maybe the criteria is going to be equal for both teams. I respect, as always I said, the referees. I'm not going to blame the referees about anything. But we need to play with physicality. We need to put the level over there. We need to fight over there. We need to control our emotions. It's true, but we are going to compete, and I think that we have a lot of chance to win the final.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
We just got to play way better. I mean, transition defense comes down to good offense. I think we turned the ball over one too many times, and too many live ball turnovers where they were able to get it and go. Some of those things we can make better reads, but we just weren't ourselves on defense at all. Even though, you know, it was still a game in the 70s towards the fourth quarter, we just could be so much better on defense, and I know we want to be and we will. Some small adjustments that we have to make, and I believe that over the last almost 48 hours we made that, and so just get back to playing our style of defense, and I think it'll make a big change in game 2.
Wah, lu di sosial media itu di halaman gue kayak paling sayang banget sih. Penuh dukungan, penuh doa, penuh pujian. Kemarin kalau ngelihat seperti itu gimana? Dan kayaknya disayang banget sama semua orang.
Alhamdulillah sih, Masya Allah ya. Terutama orang-orang yang mungkin ngikutin saya dari dulu kok. Jadinya mereka udah lama nunggu pengen game saya kayak gitu, mungkin yang dirindukan. Saya juga jujur kangen game-game masa-masa saya kayak gitu. Cuman itu juga bagian dari apa ya? Bagian dari perjuangan lah, proses ya, berproses semuanya. Tapi ya dukungan kalian itu sangat luar biasa buat saya. Hari ini moodnya gimana nih masuk ke game kedua? Lebih pede sih, lebih pede karena ya itulah basket game of momentum ya. Kalau kita build bagus, insya Allah game kedepannya juga bakal ngikutin. Kalau kita bikin jelek agak kepikiran. Meskipun ada layup terakhir yang nggak masuk ya, tapi ya part of the game lah.
Nggak apa, saya juga pernah layup di All Star sendiri nggak masuk.
Sendiri ya?
Sendiri.
Nggak apa-apa.
Kemarin bagian yang panggil Firdan Padilla.
Firdan Padilla ya?
Oke, sukses.
Thank you kok.
Gua jujur belum pernah lihat Pras locked in ini sih. He is very locked in though this year. That's why makanya statistiknya bagus. And always clutch too, still clutch. Gue pakai kacamata cocok ya?
Apa? Cocok banget dong, itu nggak ada kameranya ya?
Ada ya.
Keren.
Tahu sih.
All out.
Pakainya yang mana? Satu lagi? Adis, energetik Adis.
Adrenalin udah mulai naik ini.
Udah mulai naik ya? Hari ini. Ini siapa? Ide siapa ini?
Ide siapa ini?
Oh, ini. Oke. Kalau kamu idenya apa?
Video.
Enggak, pertanyaannya kamu idenya apa?
Video. YouTube. Redeem the light.
Redeem the light. Syarat dong. Plug dong.
Jangan lupa nonton Redeem the Light. Ditunggu.
Pelita Jaya Basketball.
Ya, di channel Pelita Jaya Basketball.
Subscribe dong.
Subscribe, like, share. Karena yang ada di Rocky belum tentu ada di Pelita Jaya.
Katanya Adis off season ada konten 3 kali seminggu di YouTube PPJ.
Gua nggak pernah bilang gitu.
Jab stretching oleh Coach Sean for the game. Shout out to my brother for the basketball card, Cyrus. Thank you so much, Cyrus. Hooking me up with all these basketball cards, man. Sean Livingston and Clippers. Marco Jaric. Let's go. Muter-muter dia pemanasannya, guys.
GAK Forfel. Ini adalah member Discord. Yeay. Nah ini gimana Tam? Nonton hari ini nonton siapa?
Bogor.
Bogor. Waduh.
Bogor info. Let's go.
This is what we asked for. We bringing it back to Bogor. We're gonna protect home court, baby.
I feel like you guys were more aggressive with the ball pressure, with attacking the basket.
Of course, the plan was always to come here on the road and at least still win. You know, we gave up the first game, so that's very painful, but at least we came back and we responded. Now we just got to take care of home court, baby. Undefeated in the playoffs, by the way, at home. Let's keep it going.
Ucapan yang bisa ikut meet and greet.
Nggak boleh puas. Nggak boleh puas tapi gue happy. Itu aja. Sampai ketemu di langkah tangkas.
I'm just grateful for the win. I'm thankful for my teammates, my coaches, everybody for it. You know, we came a long way this season, and we're still growing. We're still learning. So, you know, the message wasn't much different from game one because we played a great game one, but we just didn't finish. But we're still learning, we're still growing, even in this final series. So that was a good game from us, but that wasn't our best. So we're going to continue to keep growing and to give our best.
Thank you. The key, I think you can say 17 turnover from them in the first half. You guys really was hunting for blood out there. Is that the biggest difference between the game one and game two?
Thank you so much for your kind words first. I think that once again defensively in the first game we were fine, we were good. You know, we stopped Prastawa, Agassi, Vincent, Jawato. We stopped all the locals and we let U4 score a lot of points. But it's true, it was one of the part of the game plan, you know, because it's true that they have amazing talent from the local side and we cannot allow them to be involved on the part of the game. But once again, I'm very proud of my players defensively, how they play, very aggressive, especially Trevin. Every screen, he go higher, he press the ball. We didn't allow them to do every situation that we switch high-low and to attack our mismatch. So I'm very happy for them, very proud, but as Trevin said, it's not our highest level. We can keep going and we have to keep going.
We know you don't get much from the locals like Virian did 2 days ago, but Daniel Wenas, I mean, think you guys made him back to life this season, and of course it's playoffs. Any comments about Daniel?
Well, it's not only about Daniel, it's about everyone. Everyone has to be ready because Finland was the key in the first game to compete. And today, their guy defensively was amazing. Daniel Wenas gave us 2 3-point shots that give us some breath. And Sefli was doing amazing defense with the matchup with Agassi, pressing the ball, fighting over there. David Novan as well. So all of them, they have to be ready. All of them, they have to be ready because I'm a coach that I like to adjust. I like to give opportunities. They have to be ready. That's why they are performing this season because they work a lot the mindset and when they don't play a lot of minutes, they are ready for the next game. That's the most important.
I believe that you force your way inside the paint area, and then of course I think you're probably disappointed of your performance too, probably in game one because you guys didn't close it out. But for you, in the last maybe 48 hours, how much did you I won't say punching yourself, but punching the air, just to play better and help your team to win?
I took it very personally, to be honest, because I feel like I should step up and be able to finish those type of games. Up 9 with 3 minutes left, I got to step up and make plays. And I didn't do that in game one. So for sure, I was just overly locked in. I wasn't talking too much, just ready to get this game started and bounce back. And I just got to keep that same energy and attitude going forward.
It was a perfect game for you guys, winning by 20 points. How could you guys improve for game 3?
For sure, offensively we just get 17 assists. We know that with this number, okay, today we score a lot because we press the ball and we can run in the fast break and we score a lot of layups. We can score in the first second a lot of points. But we need to keep executing better our offense and keep looking for the real advantage and keep sharing the ball. That's one of the keys of this season, that we are sharing the ball, everyone is touching the ball, and at the end of the play we put the ball in the player that has the mismatch or has the advantage. So I think that offensively we have to keep growing. Defensively, honestly, I think that just few mistakes in the game, Sometimes when Prastawa is setting screens, you know, and he get the open shot. Some small details, but for sure we are gonna watch the film on Monday or Tuesday, and we are gonna keep growing because this is not finished, and we need to keep working. But we did what we're supposed to do. We came here, we are still a game, and now they have to come to Bogor.
Thank you.
Our energy, our defense. You know, it takes a defensive mindset to win championships, and we locked into that today, and the results show.
And you guys forced them like 12 turnovers or 11 turnovers in the first quarter. How did you guys like to set the tone, defensively?
Yeah, that was our thing. You know, set the tone defensively and physically. You know, we know they're a big team, and that's how they get their advantage. But we wanted to show them that we won't back down to that. You know, we're going to meet that physicality and show them we really is a more physical team.
A lot of pushing, grabbing two in this series. Yeah. How important is it for you guys not to engage? To any more extra activities, man?
I would say it's kind of both-sided with that. You don't want anybody to push you around. So this finals basketball. There's going to be fouls that don't get called. There's going to be pushing, grabbing, stuff like that. And, the ref's calling it, so that's why there's 30 fouls in the game. But I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, you don't want to get pushed around, and you don't want to be the team who got out physical in the finals.
You guys were up by 9 in the last game, I think in the last 3 minutes. This time, they almost,
they made a push.
But you guys pushed it back again to 17. What was different about the second half for you guys?
The quality of our shots. In the first half, I feel like sometimes we would rush the offense and not really get into our stuff. But second half, we've seen our advantages. We've seen T getting hot, stuff like that, like he was in the first half. So when you got a hot hand, you got to feed it.
And how important was it to you to see Steph just keep going downhill in this game?
Really important. Him and T are guys who get to the paint. So them doing that just opens up things for me. So, that's my job, kind of get guys where they're supposed to be, and, they make it easy.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Credit to Bogor for the win today. They wanted the game more, they played harder, they hustled harder, they had the spirit, and so credit to them. I'm just disappointed in our team, myself, just how we came out of the game. I thought second quarter was obviously the killer of the game, but really the whole game. I think they were first to everything. They beat us to the punch. They out-physicaled us. They out-toughed us. They out-hustled us. And it's just not really our style. I mean, to be the #1 defense in the league, you got to have some of those qualities and traits. We've been doing this for, 6-7 months now of keeping that trend going. And now coming up into this series, we've shown a little bit of weakness in that area. So for me, it's disappointing. A little bit surprising too with the team that we have and the players that we have. But we're always going to go back and look and figure out ways that I can help the team be better. I can improve the boys to be better. There's a lot of things that we can do. I mean, I haven't watched the video yet, but just watching the game, it's just for me, it's simple fixes. But again, it's going to ultimately come down to the boys and the team and what they're really trying to do. So, this is one of the ones where we got to dig deep and think about what exactly we're looking to do and who we really are. We've been doing this all season long. We've been grinding all season long, and we got to get back to what we're trying to do. It's a tied series right now. Nothing is over at all. It's 1-1. It's evened up. We're going to their place, and we're gonna rest up, recover, figure out the improvements that we need to do, and come back for game 3 much better, I believe. So that's what it is.
Udah teratur disampaikan Bang Steve tadi apa yang terjadi di game, sama mungkin foul trouble juga bikin kita bermasalah. Jadi banyak banget lah yang harus dibenahi buat nanti game 3, dan kayak yang saya bilang ya, kita bakal main jauh lebih baik lagi di game 3.
Terima kasih. Ada yang mau tanya?
A lot of pushing in the post.
Yeah.
A couple of soft calls too, I think.
Yeah.
But do you want these guys to push the ball more, or you because you guys only scored 63 tonight?
Yeah. No, this was 100% not our game, not our style of game. Turned the ball over 22 times, 17 in the first half, and then you're giving up so many possession battles. I think you just spoke about it, 47 to 68. It's hard to win any game unless you make almost every shot. To give up 21 extra shots to another team, 21 extra possessions to another team who's a good team. So basketball a lot is about possession battle, and we didn't win it. So we got to push the tempo, but in order to do that, you got to get stops. Sometimes we get stops and we turn it right back over. I think that put a little bit of doubt in some guys' minds a couple times when we pushed. I thought they did a decent job getting back a couple times in transition, but again, just our changing ends wasn't good. Our sprinting the floor, our kick aheads, are able to maneuver through the fast break just wasn't good tonight. And we have to play with tempo. The way that they play defense, the way that they try to be physical and stuff like that, we have to play faster. We have to play with tempo. When you guys see us do that, there's some good moments. But tonight it didn't go our way. And so look, at the end of the day, you can't play every game perfect. This game was really unfortunate. We've seen it before in other teams, other leagues, other places where teams kind of have, what we call like a dud, a bad game. We didn't want it to be that, but it was. This is totally not who we are, what we're about. Turning the ball over, giving up so many offensive rebounds, not having guys score. Nobody has seen that all season long. So it's just not us. I know everybody is very prideful. We have a high standard here, and everybody in that locker room will want to respond, and I believe we will.
Please join my channel, guys.